Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an exciting new episode of IndieRPGs.com Checks Out. I'm Craig Stern. Today we are going to be taking a look at Paper Sorcerer by Ultra Runaway Games. If you're not familiar with Paper Sorcerer, this game is basically a more modern take on Wizardry 4. And if you're not familiar with Wizardry 4, well, all will become clear soon enough. Let's start a new game. And just for fun, let's keep it on normal. Once there was a sorcerer who lived in a tower with an apprentice. The sorcerer terrorized the land with evil minions until one day they roamed no more. At night, however, lights could still be seen burning in the windows of the dark tower. The king saw this was his chance to attack the sorcerer directly. He gathered 4 loyal and highly skilled subjects, entrusting them with a powerful artifact. An artifact that would seal away the sorcerer, ending this reign of terror once and for all. On the way, the group traversed dark caves, poisonous marshes, and ancient ruins. They climbed the dark tower floor by floor, beset by evil minions at every step. Once they reached the top, they confronted the sorcerer and activated the artifact. In a blinding flash of light, sorcerer and minions were all swept away. However, that is just the beginning of our tale. You awaken with a start, reflexively trying to cast a spell that dies in your throat when you see your surroundings. The last thing you remember was fighting 4 of the king's lapdogs. Banan the warrior, Recherche the ranger, Akimi the mage, and Yoron the priest. They had a book that glowed with a fearsome light. You aren't the type to be easily scared, but as you looked into that light, you felt truly terrified, like you never have before. But you have all your arms, legs, fingers, and senses intact, so things could always be worse. In checking to make sure you are intact, you confirm you are a... I don't know, why don't we have a little fun, be a female. The first thing you figure you should do is find out where you are. Use WASD to move. Look about with the mouse. Click on things to interact with them. Even though you have only been conscious for a short amount of time, you feel extremely tired. Do you want to rest for a bit? Yeah, let's do it. It doesn't take long before you feel yourself slipping into a deep sleep. Right before you begin to slumber, however, you have the distinct impression you're being watched. You have a dream where you're talking with some friends you had when you were younger, but the room you're talking in is unfamiliar, with plain stone walls and a table with several bags on it. When you open the bag in the center, a snake jumps out and slithers out of the room. When you awaken, there's a mouse sitting on the end of your bed, staring at you. You're an interesting one. A sorcerer. That's some dark magic. Binding souls and calling them when needed. That can be a dangerous power. Dangerous, but useful. What do you want? I've been waiting for someone like you. I would like to escape, and I think you can help me. Right now, you have been sealed inside a prison of sorts. The king has been trapping threats to the kingdom here for decades. I think I know a way to escape, but I can't do it alone, and a sorcerer like you is just what I need. If you would be willing to help me, I would be able to ensure we both get out. Alright, what the hell? What do I have to lose? Excellent! The first thing you need to do is get out of this cell block. Suddenly, a burst of intense magic energy fills the room. The oppressive force that was draining your magic is gone, as is the mouse. You hear a whispery voice in your mind. I will find you again soon. I don't entirely trust that mouse. Whoop. To advance dialogue, press the spacebar or click the next button. To open the menu, press the M or escape buttons. In the upper right corner, an option to search will occasionally appear. Press the spacebar to search an area. This can give you additional details about a room and sometimes reveal secrets. That's cool. well... Oh, hey, we can search. You feel some kind of subtle force in this room. It's making it difficult to concentrate, and your head feels all fuzzy. You can slowly feel your magic seeping away, along with your will to stand, escape, or do anything that doesn't involve laying down. Whatever kind of magic this is, it's truly insidious. You feel yourself nodding off already. You should probably lie down before you hurt yourself. Like hell am I doing that. Let's escape. You can feel some of your power returning. You may summon one of your former thralls to aid in your escape. Choose wisely. They will function as your party for the rest of your adventures here. Okay, what do we have? Werewolf, fast unarmed attacker. Minotaur, powerful berserker. Skeleton, stalwart defender. Vampire, life-draining healer. Ghost, bolsters the party and cripples the enemy. That seems like maybe something to get later. Imp, a mix of magical attacks and effects. Goblin, sneaky thief. Cultist, defensive healer. Witch, powerful healing and curses. Troll, deadly assassin. Shadow, unpredictable but powerful magic attacks. Abomination, defends the party from magic attacks. That all sounds good. I kind of like the sound of the vampire. The vampire, Prince of Darkness. Using dark magic, he drains the life from your foes and redistributes it to the party. The vampire could be thought of as a more offensive-minded healer. He sacrifices his own hit points to heal the party, relying on his draining abilities to keep himself alive. Additionally, he has an assortment of damage and control spells to keep things interesting. Example skills: Life Drain, steal hit points from one target. Dark Sacrifice, sacrifice a percentage of your own hit points to heal an ally. Has no cooldown or energy cost. That's pretty cool. Can equip greatswords, light and medium armor, and one accessory. Would I like to summon the vampire? Kinda, yeah. Sounds kinda awesome. The vampire has been summoned. Use him well. Don't forget to equip your new ally. Let's go ahead and do that, why don't we? Equipment, vampire, and... do we have a weapon for you? Nope. 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 Okay, why are you telling us to equip him, game? He clearly does not have anything to equip here. As soon as you pass through the doorway, you see a single guard barreling down the hallway toward you. Hey, you! How'd you get out of your cell? What do? Attack. It's just one lone guard, you think to yourself. How tough can he be? Combat is turn-based. Select the option you want with the mouse. Right-click to back out of any menu. Spacebar can be used to quickly select basic attack. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Alright, we're fighting this guard here. Go for vampire. So, I think we're just gonna attack for now. Yes. And our Sorcerer shall attack as well. It looks like getting hit lowers defense, which I assume increases damage from subsequent attacks. All good stuff. Yes, let's attack the guard. And vampire. Well, shucks, I don't know. Well, it costs 2 energy to drain life. That doesn't seem worth it yet. Let's attack. Yes. Okay. Well, both of my characters are now at 0 defense. Maybe it'll be worthwhile to use a magic attack here. Black Bolt on the guard. Okay, that definitely hurt the vampire quite a bit. Nice. You got 5 gems! You found 1 basic tough rune, plus 5 hit points, 125 experience gained. Good stuff. I want to equip that tough rune. Boop! There we go. And now our max hit points is 30 instead of 25. Go us. Skills. Let's see if Our vampire can do a little bit of healing here. We could use Dark Sacrifice, but maybe... you know what? I don't think any of us are hurt enough to really justify doing that just yet. Let's do a little bit of saving, though, just in case I completely screw up here. Save file 1, yes please. Alright. And now let's continue. The door is sealed and won't open. You hear no sounds from the other side. Okay. You feel an overwhelming presence from the other side of the door, so powerful you start to get a headache. Okay. Strange barking sound from the other side. Alright, well I'm guessing we don't really want to go into most of these rooms. Inhuman intelligence. Unintelligible screams. Loud snoring. Sweet. Well, I'm glad we searched all those. It's clearly valuable to our progression here. And let's see, so there's a door. There's this. What is this? The small chest is locked. Let's examine it. Decent craftsmanship, but the lock looks a little plain. Let's try opening. It won't open, due to the lock. You know what? That makes sense, game. You decide to leave the chest alone. And I wonder what that is. Well, whatever it is, we can't search it. Huh, okay. So we have a couple doors we can choose from here. This one, or this one? Let's try this one. I wonder if there's a function to... Can I rest with my party? It doesn't look like it. Oh, I see. I can actually swap out characters from my party. However, I only have one summoned creature, so maybe I'll have to save that. Oh, what's in here? The bed in this room is unusually small. You notice the bed is particularly tiny. Let's examine it. The bed has been made so tightly you could bounce a button off it. However, underneath the bed you find a small dusty box. Inside is a small wooden idol, carved to resemble a rotund female goblin. Do you take the idol? Yeah. You never know what might come in handy. Okay. With great trepidation, you pull the covers back to reveal nothing, except for a smell that reminds you of freshly cut grass. It's quite pleasant. You decide you have had enough of diminutive furniture for one day. Oh, have I? What about this diminutive furniture, I found one plain key. Nice. Inside the cabinet is a book titled The Peaceful Path, Learning to Put Banditry Behind You. Do I want to take it? Sure. You decide to steal the book about learning not to steal. Found a mop. And a broom. Okay. I guess some sort of dungeon janitor lives in this room, then. That's pretty cute. Hope he doesn't mind that we just stole his stuff. Let's use our key on this, why don't we? You unlock the chest with the plain key. The click sound it makes is quite satisfying. The lock is now open. You found 4 restoration crystals. Restoration crystals are very important items. In hard and 1980s difficulty, aside from a few high-level skills, restoration crystals are the only way to revive dead characters. They restore hit points as well as resurrect the dead, so you should always make sure to have a couple on hand. Okay, good to know. Inside this chest is a veritable armory. However, their quality is dubious at best, and you get the impression they were either being sent for repairs or to get scrapped. You find a worthless iron staff, a shameful iron axe, a worn iron dagger, a junky longsword, dented iron mace, shoddy greatsword, rusty iron chain, makeshift warhammer, poorly made guitar, and an assortment of old rags to drape yourself in. You should make sure to equip your characters with some basic gear. Well, guess it's better than nothing. We don't want to be running around naked now, do we? The answer is no, viewer, alright? I don't care that our sorcerer is a girl. We're not going to be running around naked. Also, shame on you for even thinking that. And shoddy greatsword works for me. And, oh yeah. We should probably equip our sorceress with a weapon of some kind. So it looks like the junky longsword is probably our best bet out of these. Or except maybe... Actually, no, the worthless iron staff might be our best bet, because it'll improve our magic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the worthless iron staff. It might not help out super a ton at first, but... I don't know, Arcane Bolt, or Black Bolt, or whatever the name of that thing is, seems like the sort of thing that it would be good to have extra power on. So we'll be doing that. Onward! A pair of guards are standing around murmuring. As soon as you enter, they turn to face you. The shocked look on their faces is so absolutely priceless. However, they quickly regain their composure and rush into attack. Other than hit points and energy, there is one other thing you need to keep track of in combat. Def is a character's defense. It is subtracted from any damage inflicted. For example, if a guard attacked you for 10 damage and you have 4 defense, 10 damage minus 4 defense equals 6 hit points subtracted. It goes down with each hit, but is restored after battle. If an attack causes 0 damage, it's because the target's defense is higher than the damage caused. It can increase through armor and certain skills. More information on skills and attributes, blah blah blah. Alright. Well, I think it is in our best interest to take one of these guys out as quickly as humanly possible. So actually, wait a minute, let's go back. Let's attack guard A, and let's use a Black Bolt on him as well. And hopefully that will take him down pretty quickly. Very good. So this will give us a lot more flexibility in dealing with this guy. We won't have to, we won't be up against a wall nearly as much. Alright, Vampire, I would like you to drain life. Yes, please. And Sorcerer, please attack. Oh, hey, look at that, it killed him. Way to go, guys. Way to go. We got 10 gems. We found 2 iron maces of decent quality, and we gained 250 experience points. Man, look at us. We are just rocking it. Totally rocking it. So, now I'm curious. Where does it say? Okay, experience 375. Experience 975. However, it does not say how much you need to level up. That seems like a pretty big oversight. I kind of want to know how much I need to level up. Oh well, I guess we're just going to go blind on that one. This door does not appear to... Oh! Hello, would I like to go to the next level? Yes, please. We have cleared Block 1, Level 1. Okay. That's cool. I wonder if we can go back, can we? You can feel some of your power returning. You may summon one of your former thralls to aid in your escape. Choose wisely. They will function as your party for the rest of your adventures here. Bill? Let's see what the troll's about. I'm kind of curious. The troll, a bloodthirsty assassin. He's been specially trained to tear your enemies to pieces. The troll is focused on dealing as much damage as possible, as fast as possible. He has a variety of hard-hitting attacks, as well as a few damage over time abilities. Example skills: Massacre, deals damage based on how much energy you have. Poison Fist, poison the enemy causing damage over time. Can equip Katars, light armor, and one accessory. Now, let's see what else is available. I'm kind of curious to know more about the Ghost. What does the Ghost do? The Ghost, a terrifying specter from beyond the grave, uses dirges to weaken the enemy and songs to bolster the party. The Ghost's specialty is status effects. While not directly damaging, the Ghost's skills can still be devastating to the enemy party, in addition to having some of the strongest buffs in the game. Example skills: Chains of the Dead, paralyze the enemy party. Dirge of Frailty, lower the enemy party's resistance to physical attacks. Can equip chains and 2 accessories. The Ghost sounds awesome, but I don't think he's going to be too useful just yet. What about the Minotaur? Actually, wait, what about the Skeleton? That's what I want to know. Stalwart Warrior keeps the focus of the enemy through challenges while using defensive skills to keep himself and the party alive. Thanks to heavy armor and an assortment of defensive skills, the Skeleton excels in protecting the more fragile members of the party. Challenge causes the enemy to focus their attacks on the user while passively raising his defense. Reform passively regenerates some hit points each round. Actually, this guy sounds like a great addition to the party. I could see him synergizing super well with the vampire. So, yes to that. Let's equip our level 2 skeleton here. Jumpy longsword, rags, awesome. And let's continue. You come across a hunched-over old goblin sweeping the hallway. As you approach, he turns around and his eyes slowly widen until they're the size of saucers. He looks around to make sure no one is around and quickly hobbles up to you.
What are you doing here? How did you get out of your cell?
A very strange mouse helped me. He squints at you.
A mouse?
He thinks for a moment, before suddenly letting out a gasp.
The spirit of the book!
The who of the what? After a furtive glance over his shoulder, he leans in closer.
Right now you are in a magical artifact of great power, the Librum Claustrum. A book that isn't really a book at all, more like its own extra-dimensional space. It is used by heroes under orders from the king to imprison evil and maintain peace in the realm. Evil, such as you and I. When someone or something is put here, they are supposed to go into a deep sleep for all eternity, dreaming the dreams of madmen. But, as we know, that isn't always the case. Sometimes the spells designed to sap our power don't work. Other times, the spirit of the book has been known to interfere. Either way, the result is usually the same. An inmate escapes and the guards hunt them down. They relish the excitement. What do you ask?
What are these gems everyone's carrying around?
Those gems have a very special property. If you look into one and concentrate, you can briefly see the outside world through someone else's eyes. For the people in here, it offers a brief but intoxicating bit of escapism. Most people here actually use them as currency. After you've been here for so long, being able to see the real world, even briefly, is more valuable than any sword or diamond.
Should we look into a gem? Yeah, let's do it. You look into the gem and concentrate. You feel yourself being slowly drawn in until everything goes dark. There's a flash of light and suddenly you're standing at a bathroom sink. You look into the mirror and see a middle-aged man staring back at you. Placing a hand on your rather round gut, you let out a deep sigh. I used to be so skinny, you think to yourself in a voice you've never heard before. Suddenly there's another flash of light and you're back in the Librum with the goblin. He gives you a knowing look and nods. The gem in your hand has crumbled to dust.
What do you ask?
What exactly is the spirit of the book?
I don't really know. No one does. I think she's an inmate who escaped like you.
Okay. What do you do here?
I mostly just clean up after the guards. They let me stay out because I repented my evil ways, and I make the laundry smell like freshly cut grass. But believe me, if I could, I would burn this whole place to the ground.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Is there an option to... Oh, hello! There is another option. Okay. Is there anything I can do to avoid the guards?
You're lucky you met me. It just so happens I know.
He sees the wooden idol you're carrying.
Hey! It's mine. How'd you get that?
I found it while I was ransacking someone's room. Sorry, I didn't know it belonged to anyone. Here, you can have it back. He snatches the idol out of your hand while grumbling something in Goblin.
As I was saying, there's a safe place.
He turns around abruptly at the sound of two men talking in a room down the hall.
There isn't much time.
He hands you a red feather.
There's a safe place where others like you are hiding. If you continue through the cell block, you will eventually come across a dark pit. Jump into it. This feather will ensure you wind up at the sanctuary. Good luck. Oh yeah, watch out for the knight. He's in charge of this block.
Before you can ask any more questions, he turns around and hurries down the stairs behind you. Alright, let's go ahead and save our game, so we don't have to go through that again. Yes. Back. Alright. While you're exploring, most enemies will be displayed as a floating cloud of shadow. Getting near the shadow will start a battle, but also be aware that certain sneaky foes won't be visible ahead of time, so be prepared. Okay. Well, it looks like we have a little fight ahead of us here. Let's go for it. And what is this guy? I don't know. Let's, Oh, hey, everyone's healed. Look at that. Okay, so let's just go right ahead and attack the hell out of everyone. Let's go for the Squire first. He seems like he's probably gonna be able to deal more damage than this other guy. I have to say, I quite like the graphics in this game. I do wish that they were a little bit more, how do you say, animated. Then again, I don't know if you guys remember, this game was actually on Kickstarter back in 2012. And it raised, I forget, it was something like $13,000, which, you know, might sound like a lot of money to you and me, but when it comes to financing art for a game, it's really not that much at all. We got 12 gems and 1 iron mace. Alright. Hey, our Sorcerer is leveled up. Nice. Wow, we just gained a ton of hit points. 1 strength, 2 agility, and 3 magic. We also gained a new skill level in magic for... focus. We gained focus, which increases magic for 1 turn and generates energy level 1. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm glad we fought that battle. That's probably going to make us much more formidable going into future encounters. Found 18 gems. Nice. Cotton cloth. Lesser healing potion, that could be handy. A sash. And what is this? 21 gems. Alright. Good stuff. Let's see if we can equip some of this. Nope. I guess that sash is not a thing we can use. And we don't have any accessory slots on our Sorcerer. What about the Vampire? He cannot use accessories yet. And I don't believe the Skeleton can use accessories either at this moment. Nope. So, okay, I guess we're not using any of that stuff. And it's another combat. I guess we can walk around it. Nope, no such luck. All right, let's deal with these 2 bowman characters here. Skeleton, if you would be so kind as to attack Scout A. Sorcerer, why don't you defend? And And Vampire, why don't you do a little healing of our Sorcerer here?
That was weird. Did you see that? It looked like the vampire gained hit points when that scout attacked him. Maybe I'm just seeing that incorrectly. I do like that we're in some kind of European disco every time we get into battle. It's cute. Yeah, take that, scout. I have to say, these scouts are awfully tough for dudes who are walking around with nothing covering their arms in janky hobo pants, just carrying bows. But hey, whatever. Let's just attack these guys. That guy can't last much longer, right? He's got to go down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Alright, I think our vampire is going to do a little bit of life draining. Regain some hit points. Okay. We got 1 scrap of leather and 1 leather boots plus 5 defense. Okay. And our vampire has reached level 3. Nice. Hit points plus 12, strength plus 2, agility, magic, max defense. And we gained a new skill level in focus, increases magic for 1 turn, and generates energy level 1. And we gained a new skill level in Inhuman Strike, a powerful slash level 1. I like that. Oh, okay, I guess that was the thing that we triggered there. Good to know. Alright, vampire, let's, Oh, hey, now you can equip an accessory. We could increase your defense. That might be worth doing. Let's do that. And let's use some of your healing on yourself. I don't know what that did. What are your hit points now? 42. Okay. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Save the game. And back. Alright. Yes, this is the only way to go, so let's try this door. What is over here? A broom. 19 gems, and we can't even look at this bed, huh? Okay. What's over here? A turquoise, 2 tobacco leaves, a crumpled piece of paper that reads, "From now on, keep your stuff on your side of the room." That's cute. We found 1 amber. Alright. I hear that's the color of your energy. Whoa. It's a joke. It's a little bit of a 90s music joke there, guys. It's cool. I hope you're old like I am, so you get the joke. Anyway, this is about all the time we have for checking out Paper Sorcerer in this first impressions video. This is Craig Stern. Thanks so much for watching IndieRPGs.com checks out. I will see you guys next time. Oh, and by the way, if you want info on purchasing this game literally costs $5. It's like super duper cheap. I will put a link down in the description so that you can find out more about getting it yourselves. And, of course, if you like this video, please, you know, give us a little thumbs up. Feel free to comment in the comment section below, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.